we're just gonna continue Shadow of the Past, Tiger's Maw Act 2. Xiaoyu wants to continue the previous topic. Alright. Hello, Xiaoyu. You're here. It's a pity we didn't finish on the story about the mine's crisis. Tell me, I'm curious. I didn't know the truth of it all before some time since I joined the ministry. There is a colossal tacit discord under the ground surface of the Tiger's Maw mine. A serious conflict was incurred among the mine staff when it was discovered. Then one of the heads of the mine, Chang Wen, acted on impulse and sped up the aggravation of the TD, which led to a grave crisis over the whole mine. It was Uncle Hong who rebuilt the mine piece by piece and put it back to order the way it had been. Though Chang Wen died protecting the mine in the crisis, his name was still linked to the wrongdoing, and deliberately omitted in all the documents related to the mine. Similar discussions were provoked for times within the ministry on the handling of this TD. It was Uncle Hong who insisted that coexistence was in the interest of the mine, and the crisis finally quieted down. So, is coexistence really possible? I don't know. They're pretty hostile, but the morning aches was pretty reasonable, all things concerned, so maybe? It is said that Uncle Hong was able to produce a reasonable plan and persuade people, but I don't have the details. I think your terminal has been ringing for a while now. I did not hear it ringing at all. Hello? It might be a sudden call, but the mine is in a crisis now, and I don't think the signals are stable. I don't have time, but we do need your help, please. Seems like the communication is cut off. He sounded urgent. Maybe the mine is facing some problems again. Let's go take a look. Maybe we'll find out more about the mine's secret from the witnesses. Alright. Okay, we're starting Act 2. And I have new mail. I have mail. What? What do you mean? Shit, don't tell me it's related to this fucking quest. Mother... Oh, I see. They probably just disabled it because of the quest. Hey, I was almost frozen to death. I told you the thing underground is a ticking bomb. The detectors are not responding from the bottom of the mine. The data they recorded is probably lost. All those efforts in vain. Have you heard about it? The shutdown of the mine wasn't a simple accident. It's because... What are they talking about? Are they Laylee and Modi? I should go and ask them what happened in the mine. Inquire about the situation. Is everyone evacuated from the bottom? I want no one trapped down there. But the chill can't be stopped now. It's not before long the upper parts of the mine will be affected. Oh, why are you here? Dr. Hua called me, and I heard that the mine is faced with a great trouble. You're well informed, aren't you? Dr. Hua told you, right? He talked about a help when we were fighting, just now. So is you. In the meantime, as an outsider, you're the perfect judge for the two of us. So, what happened? As you can see, the reboot wasn't successful, and there is even a strange chill and fading from the bottom. Now that Dr. Hua has called for your help, I won't hide anything from you. Responsible for all of this is the tacit discord under the ground of the mine, Lampylumen Myriad. But it's not geographical location that's made Tiger's Maw a deposit of so many unique special minerals, but this special ecology relationship between the mine and the TD. Though both the ministry and the mine claim that this TD is a stable dormancy and that we should look for a balanced way of coexistence, we only feel dread and terror as its most immediate neighbor. This talk about balance and development, since their birth, TDs are representatives of catastrophe. This kind of unknown dangerous thing should be exterminated. I was telling what the miners and me really think just now. I think it's miners and I. When Modi suddenly got mad and started to argue with me. Tell me, is what I said wrong? Aren't the facts clear enough? Isn't this TD to blame for everything that's happened to the mine? The TD is indeed a danger, but coexistence did bring benefits, didn't it? Maybe we should re-evaluate the pros and cons. I don't know about these abstract things. All I know is seeing is believing. My view stays the same. So what's Uncle Hong's take on all this? I would say Uncle Hong is in favor of Modi because I gather he was the one who put forward the idea of coexistence. And when we were fighting just now, forget it. I'll keep on counting heads. Hope no one died. But if it's because of the TD that they can mine, who knows? Judging from the trend of the diffusion of the chill, the time it reaches the upper level will be only earlier. Before that, we will have to... Oh, you're here. I heard it when Dr. Hua asked you for help. Do you need any existence? Between you and Laylee. So, he told you all that. Then he must have told you the secret about the TD under the ground. I've always had a different view with him about the coexistence with it. It's only that the event this time ignites our dissension. The reason why I exist on coexistence is simple. Do you know the TD's name? Lampylumen Myriad. That's right. This common name implies the reason of my insistence. Lampylumen is a fairly rare mineral. The conditions of its formation is so critical that even manual interference can hardly control them. However, it can naturally crystallize and deposit and solidify as raw ore in the Tiger's Maw mine. It was until the discovery of Lampylumen Myriad, which lies dormant underground and creates a chilling atmosphere, that we understand the source of the unique underground cave here, a product of the chill and probably the ore. The cave is the optimal environment for the mineral to grow. That's why we should find a way to coexist with it. It makes sense, but the TD isn't stable. Yeah, we should probably reevaluate. If people are dying, it's not worth it anyway. This is the answer I worked out after careful evaluation. I don't move. What is Uncle Hong's take on this? Uncle Hong should be a support of mine, but something strange happened at the fight just now. When Modi tried to continue, you saw Dr. Hua together with Uncle Hong rush here and make a gesture that urged you to join. Their conversation, I think. Where are you guys? I was caring for frostbitten miners and couldn't reach you in time. Thank you for coming and helping us. Actually, this is also Uncle Hong's request. He looked at the information recorded in the journal about you and insisted you help. Finally, you guys from the Ministry of Development caught up. We don't have much time. Let's get moving and do get lost. Okay, Uncle Hong feels strange. Hey, what's this noise? You brief him about what happened. I'll see the reason of the noise. Uncle Hong left you and started talking with the researchers and miners. Did they tell you about Uncle Hong? They were both fumbling. Blame him for it. Just when Uncle Hong was about to speak during the fight, he suddenly let out a lot of words and choked Uncle Hong. Who choked who? Don't you rat on me. It was you who raised your voice and covered Uncle Hong's. What? You want to continue? Can't you open your eyes and see it's the right time? See if it's the right time. In the argument just now, Uncle Hong was suddenly transformed and accused them. He even referred to them with wrong names. Uncle Hong took Lei for himself and called him Hong Miao. He accused the latter of caring only for his own ideas and never others. He questioned whether it was absolutely right to exterminate anything that was unknown and frightening, and whether it was possible to find the substitute for Lampylumen when Lampylumen Myriad is taken out. And when facing Modi, Uncle Hong called him Changwen. He asked whether through a coexistence was a good idea. Preparations were made if the coexistence were to bring another disaster. Unconventional thinking always returns to quietness in the end. Yeah, Changwen was the previous head of the mine, if what Xiaoyu told me was correct. Yeah, that's right, he was a close friend of Uncle Hong's, and his ruthless actions dragged the mine into a crisis. Was Uncle Hong really off his head? No, I would say a certain scenario during the fight excited his memory. You guys from the Ministry of Development caught up? We don't have much time. Don't get lost. The point was in his first sentence. You guys from the Ministry of Development caught up? Back then, the route connecting to the mine and Jinzhou weren't clearly defined. The rescue didn't arrive within the perfect window, so the mine had to establish its own defense against the TD. When a scenario from the past collides with the present, maybe Uncle Hong mistook them for one another. In that crisis, maybe Uncle Hong and Changwen had a similar fight, just Modi and Lei. Uncle Hong took now for the past, mistook now. Okay, that's a mistake. That's half true. I think Uncle Hong mixed now with the past and went through a strange yet familiar crisis. Then who does Uncle Hong think he is? Maybe an onlooking miner, or a common old man. His tone was just like one. How can we take him back? Now all we can do is follow his ideas. The stimulating memories can help relieve a story. A story that meant so much to him, and a story that shows us the truth of the past. We'd have to ask you to work with Uncle Hong to solve the crisis this time. So, are there any plans? Because I don't know shit. I already have the plan. A reason for the failure of the reboot lies in the temperature monitoring system of the tower. Okay. The noise went away around you. Uncle Hong joined you after comforting the miners. The system detects the current temperature and adjusts the parameters accordingly to ensure the normal running of the tower. Now the influence of the chill has disabled the system, so the whole tower went paralyzed. We must put the temperature back to the normal range before we can successfully reboot the tower. And when the tower is online, as the greatest source of heat in the mine, it will control the chill. So we must defeat the boss. Great. Yes, but since our power is limited, we have to ask the Ministry for their help. Yeah, just leave it to me. I've beat that thing up several times. Lampylumen Myriad isn't an easy foe. Take good care. Cut the trifle. Follow me. Well, I can deal with it. Follow Uncle Hong and head to the basement floor of the mine. Oh, okay, it's just there. I'm just gonna jump down. The temperature went down so fast. How's it going? Can you hold on? By the way, this feels the same as what I saw in the dream. Only in the dream, I was Uncle Hong. But you are Uncle Hong. Let's go. We have to find the entrance to the bottom of the cave first. Thank goodness I didn't take fall damage. Find the entrance to the mine. Okay. The entrance is blocked by ice. Yes, maybe due to the ice crystallises. It's a product of the awakening of the Lampylumen Myriad. Defeat it to remove the block of the entrance. Okay, that's one. Okay, it's cracking. A teeny bit. That was a kind of useless cutscene. This ice chrysalis looks different from the last one. Maybe due to the chill, it feels even colder here than just now. Who knows? I'm busy fighting. Okay, done. And it's cracking a bit more. Great. What next is gonna shatter into pieces? Okay, time to find the last one, which is all the way on the other fucking side. Okay, it's gone. So, open. Yay. Okay, where is the entrance? The ice chrysalis is clear. Do I need to interact with this? The entrance is now open. Let's go. You picked up a metal meal box, which seems to be used to keep the food warm. This makes me nostalgic. The mine in my dreams were so simple. After work, Changwen and I were sitting right at the corner, and the box was filled with hot and steaming Jinzhou stew. I didn't know that meals only taste better when they're shared. Sorry for the blabbering, let's move on. And here we are. Everything was similar just now, but it feels so different from here. It was only a dream. What were things like in a dream? You kind of cling to the things in a dream. No. Actually, I hate that me in the dreams. I was running from everything like a coward. I rushed into this plan to eliminate Lampylumen Myriad in a dream, but it only made things even worse. After I made the disaster happen, I wasn't held accountable for any form, but became the hero of the mine. Everyone I met said, "Well done, thank you, you're a hero," and so forth. But it feels reassuring to be standing here. I don't and won't run. I won't be able to help further from here, so I wish you luck. Please trust me. Yep, I can deal with this. No biggie. Lampylumen Myriad is closely associated with ice chrysalises. You have to take care doing this alone. I'm counting on you. I fought the thing a couple of times before. I wouldn't say I'm the best at fighting it, but I don't think I'll die. I don't remember the path being this filled with monsters. Oh, get off. Thank you. Listen close. The chilling wind is mingled with slight sounds. Wind, murmur, crushing ice, all mingled together and closing in. And there it is. Lampylumen Myriad, Mistfield Tunes. Oh, is that it? The communication returns normal, and the temperature is rising too. Looks like you succeeded. Uncle Hong is safely back too. The mine is rebooting the refinery tower. Thank you for your efforts. Uncle Hong? Oh, you're back. Thank you for lifting us through the crisis. Keep on calling me Uncle Hong. You remember? Yes, with the help of this plate, which I found when I left the cave. Changwen told me in my dream that this kind of plate is made of a special mineral, and the words inscribed on it won't be worn away after years. Look, he didn't lie. His name is inscribed on it in perfect condition. It was all in my dream, but now it's here before our eyes. I only understand now that the dreams were real things. You're competent, I think. I don't know why, but it feels like I'm losing the ability to feel as I forget things. No matter is it sadness or regret. What is left is only scenarios. They keep overwhelming me until I lose breath. Will you listen to the other half of my boring dream? I'll be only too glad to do so. After Lampylumen Myriad is awakened, Changwen and I walked the same path as we do today. We broke ice chrysalises, removed the block of the entrance, and managed to suppress Lampylumen Myriad. However, the refinery tower wasn't built in the dream. Suppressing Lampylumen Myriad could only buy time for the rescue from Jinzhou to arrive. Changwen was heavily injured in the combat, and he didn't make it on the way back to Jinzhou for healing. Later, when the ministry started to investigate the reason of the crisis at the mine, I was ready to be held accountable. But what met me was actually applause and medals, which I only found strange. It was Changwen who took all the responsibilities himself on the way back to the ministry. It was only out of his simple belief that I could rebuild the mine, that the mine couldn't afford to lose two heads. Was it guilt? After that, I started to study the documents Changwen left. I picked up the piles of research materials that I pushed myself to the ground, and I found that we were both wrong. The coexistence wasn't a job to do at two ends of a line, but one to do on the middle part. I found the initial ideas of the refinery tower from his notes, and it became what it is now after iterations. We managed to balance by suppressing Lampylumen's chill with the refinery tower's heat, so as to prevent it from awakening. It was with this report that the Ministry of Development agreed on the proposal that the mine coexist with the TD. This was the way of survival that he and I enjoyed efforts to find, but his name was forever wiped from the mine's documents and marked as a sinner. Even now, even I am losing his memories. I want to write something down, but my brain is just blank. I often go to the places he spent time at, but his traces are only disappearing, because the mine is changing so quickly. Lucky I have some fragments that I can put down on a journal. These stories and arguments, and Jinzhou soup that we both love. So the journal is a recollection of the past. Yes, what if one day I stop distinguishing the current from the past and forget myself? What if I got swallowed in a woven world, just like today? The past is irrelevant. You walked out of it and you faced everything. Faced everything. Maybe I don't want to be a coward anymore, and I don't want the kids to walk down my path again. Maybe this crisis is a chance for the growth of is a chance for growth for them. It will correct their overdependence on the experience of previous generations. The balance of our coexistence with TD is forever changing, and the refinery tower is only one part of it. Interestingly, this is the first time I've seen Layli and Modi work together. Thank you for listening to this boring dream until the end. You should be tired after all this, right? I've already informed the food stall. You must come and have a taste of the special Jinzhou stew of the mine. Well, if you're giving me food, I wouldn't say no to that. Hey, no, I wanted my food! Give me my Jinzhou soup! Or stew, or... Oh, okay. Is this a good sign? Okay. This looks good. Okay. This is good. Everything is working again. Wait, I couldn't even use the elevator even if I wanted to, because it was broken. Okay. Glad I just jumped off. Yes, food. And Act 2 is complete.